recall from part 1, I was getting ready to try to climb Devil's Elbow. Now keep in mind, I had just got this machine together and had never been ridden in it before. I didn't know anything about what it could take, what it could do. So let's just see how this goes, shall we? This particular spot can be a little challenging, but if I'd have just given it the beans, it would have walked right on up. But again, I wasn't real sure how much of the beans it could handle. I didn't know if it could take full throttle or how it would react really. So I was a little nervous, so I was still kind of taking it easy.
I need to get over. I need to get over and then come at a different angle. Huh?
Yeah, you're close to the edge on that side.
I need to get it over and then hit it at a different angle this way.
Yeah.
I don't know how though.
You can almost roll it forward about 1.5 feet and then try to come back. Right now. You can't cut your wheels to the left of it, can you? Try and get it to spin back down there. Cut your wheel. Yeah, okay. Now bring it this way. Put it and see if you can get the back to spin normally and put it back.
I just don't know what it can take as far as bouncing it. You know what I mean? How far can I back up?
Keep going, you're good. Keep going. Oh, right there. There you go.
If this wasn't digging into the bank, I think it'd go.
Yeah, you're sticking your, yeah.
Sticking the fenders and everything in it.
Yeah, there's a big hole right here. You keep getting that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you want to try to fill it for you a little bit?
I'll try it.
It's full, so full.
Well, I don't know if you heard it or not, but I did. The telltale sign of front diff chatter, or ratcheting, whatever you want to call it. That front left of this differential had been plaguing me for about 2 years now. And I had been throwing parts at it, and it wasn't getting anywhere. But anyway, this is the start of what's going to be a lot of frustration for the rest of this entire 2-day trip. But more on that later.
You're ready for that,
Go straight?
yeah, because if not, you're going to be in the hole. Hey, watch your cord. It's going to be on that. If that hole wasn't there, you're down.
Let's try to fill that hole a little bit.
Try and fill it a little bit.
Yeah.
All right.
I didn't hear her while I was in the machine, but listening to this video, I can hear poor Miss Diana back there probably about a dozen times now asking me if I want a rock to fill in the hole. I didn't ever hear her, acknowledge her or anything, so I could just hear her back there. You need a rock? Sorry, honey, I just now caught that.
Nothing big on this side. Pretty big hole, Jake.
Yeah, I'm in 2 big holes, one on each side.
Yeah. I don't think, you don't look like you've hurt nothing though.
No, I don't.
You bent that just a little bit.
Oh well.
There really isn't a whole lot of loose rock.
There you go.
Well, you gonna try that? If you went right and kind of hopped over, that's the only way you can do it. Very hard, Jack.
Well, I can see now that it can certainly take full throttle, especially, just on this little 900, but ratcheting is getting worse rapidly. Problem is, once it starts and keeps happening, it only gets worse as it goes. So, yeah, it's going to become a problem, as you'll see.
Is it?
Yeah. But if you can get it right there, maybe shoot over here.
Right. Okay.
Just a sec, man. Hey, you want me to change the oil while I'm under here?
I love Rob. He's so funny. He's got that dry British humor that most Americans just find hilarious. Also, I found it kind of amusing while editing this video that the girl coming over the radio was talking about a big hole in the trail or something that they were working on. I don't know if they were watching us through the trees or they were in a similar situation.
I felt it. Well, I think I kicked out all that he stacked up. I think that's what happened. Yeah. He's all right.
Reposition some rocks. I need a few more on this.
I may have to have a tree soon. Watch out, honey.
I know, I'm stuck. Hold on. Trying to go down. Okay,
Be careful. Should I try to stay straight or go ahead and start cutting it?
I'll say straight because you're going to get caught in the hole.
Nah.
Pull cable?
Yeah, I ain't gonna be able to back down, so.
Yeah. You can't get that part out of the video so you made it.
Hey, I did pretty good.
Yeah, I think if it wasn't so wet right there, it's just a sheer rock wall face right there.
Just a big step.
Yeah. You got a strap?
Hey Rob, could you? Oh, yeah, can you reach in that glove box right there?
My hands are pretty muddy.
I don't care.
try it tomorrow if it's dried out.
Yeah,
You know?
yeah, let it dry out some, try it again.
While Noah and Rob are graciously connecting my winch cable to the nearest tree, I want to take a moment to share a couple of observations with you. One, as I had mentioned, this was really the first obstacle that I hit with this RZR after I got it built with the portals and the 35-inch K9 stickies. It was really soggy and covered in leaves, and I had these tires kind of pumped up. I think I was running them at maybe like 14 psi. My Dirt Commanders I used to run, it didn't matter if I ran them at 8 or ran them at 20, I couldn't tell a difference in the way they gripped. But these, now that I have them on the General as well, they do act very different when they're aired down. Like I said, I had them at 14 psi on this machine, but on the General, I'm running them at 12 in the back and 8 in the front. And when I brought it here just a few weeks ago, and me and Wade climbed Devil's Elbow, it looked pretty much just like it does right here. Maybe not quite as wet, but it walked right up through here like it was nothing. Now it's a bigger, stronger machine, but I feel like having the tires good and scuffed up to wear the new off of them and having them aired down did make quite a difference.
Yeah, I'll try it from here. Hey, Rob, ask him to just walk it out in front of me.
So at this point, I was no longer nervous. I was just angry, if anything. Angry, maybe disappointed, and even a little embarrassed. When the ratcheting first started up this climb, I tried to ignore it. I tried to just pretend like it didn't happen. Like maybe it was some other sound that is very similar to the one that I knew it was. But yeah, there was no denying it, no mistaking it at this point. I knew exactly what that sound was and what was happening, and I was a little beyond furious. I was just trying to keep my cool, but man, was I mad and upset. I fully expected this machine to just literally walk right up this wall like it was nothing, and not only did it not do it, but it was also still apparently partially broken, which was fantastic.
Yeah, hook it over there somewhere. Pull it back down.
Now we all know the phenomenon of how video or pictures just doesn't really show how how it really looks in real life. So if you'll notice the bottom right hand corner, I'm kind of holding on to the grab handle with my right hand to keep me from leaning fully against the door, hoping it wouldn't pop open. But I had my harnesses on, so I should have been okay. But this was very, very steep, and if you look to the left, if the camera catches it, there's no bank there anymore. It's that bank is gone. So if you were to turn right there, you're gonna roll all the way down to the trail below. So anyway, yeah, we're just gonna keep the cable hooked up and move it to the other side of the trail to pull the front end down to keep me from rolling off the side of this mountain. But at least I wasn't angry anymore. Now I was like, huh, this is a little uncomfortable.
Take some slack in.
Yeah, you gotta lock it. That was a workout.
Didn't even have to winch.
That's all in the editing.
Yeah.
I cannot believe that damn front diff is still popping. That front diff,
Is that what was popping a lot?
ever since I broke it the first time,
Yeah.
it's been doing that. This side will just start letting go. And I have replaced the entire diff except for the pinion and ring gear and that housing half. I even replaced that side of the housing.
So that's gotta be it then. I mean, always just one of those components is just weak. I mean, did you do factory stuff or was there an upgrade?
No, it's all Sandcraft.
Oh well.
Everything inside that diff now is Sandcraft.
Oh, so they should replace it if it goes on you, right? Lifetime warranty.
Yeah, I mean, I can't get that to stop. Everything has been replaced except the housing on that side and the pinion and ring gear. Everything else is new. And this side, every time it gets in a good bind, it just chatters and ratchets and lets it slip.
That's bizarre, isn't it?
It is. It's not even a 900 diff, it's a 1000 diff.
What was it?
Yeah.
I know that they say the Turbo S ones are stronger as well, but again, Sandcraft is that's probably better than the standard Turbo S diff, isn't it?
I would think. Yeah, I mean, I would think. I don't know. I'm really surprised that that's still happening.
Mind you, with this setup though, I mean, extra.
There's a lot of, well, not really. Not really, because of the gear reduction. It's,
Oh yeah, it should be about the same, yeah?
yeah,
Yeah.
it really should.
While I get turned around here to go back down, let me clarify what I was just talking to with Rob. So before this trip, when I put these portals and everything on it, I tore that differential apart, and I literally did order all new parts from Sandcraft, everything that they sell for that diff, and plus all new internals from Polaris and whatever I couldn't get from Sandcraft. I replaced the left side housing that has the coil in it. I replaced the seals, the bearings, both output hubs, the rollers, and everything else from Sandcraft, the cage, even the dowel pin, the springs, the whole 9 yards. The only thing still there is the right side housing, which is nothing but aluminum. There's no parts in it at all. And then the ring gear and the pinion gear. and everything else was either brand new or aftermarket, everything I could get from it. And I was still getting the exact same problem that I've been fighting for the last 2 years, from when it was a stock diff all the way up until when I put some SuperATV Sprog parts in it, and then now all Sandcraft parts and all new Polaris parts, and it's still getting the exact same thing. Just mind-blowing.
I'm not really worried about how stable it is anymore.
No,
It seems pretty stable.
not even touching it.
The couple of distinctive sounds you hear coming from it as I descend are, one, from the new shock therapy dual rate springs that were on the shocks. The spring divider is rubbing against the threaded part of the shock body, causing that strange springy sound. The other is just the plastic body of the machine twisting back and forth, because these were actually built with a two-piece frame, and that allows the body of it to flex a little bit more than it should.
Try it, Rob. Try it.
He's gonna save it for 15.
Yeah.
Are those the competition sure grips, or is that the intermediate sure grips?
No, they're the stickies.
They're the stickies?
Yeah.
No way mine will make it up there. Have you got a name for it yet, Jason?
For what?
For the rig?
No, not really. Not really. We called it Monster Blue, but
Monster Blue.
I used to call it the Blue Ranger, but he said we couldn't call it that.
because it's not a Ranger. She wanted to call it Blue Power Ranger.
Yeah.
Not the Ranger.
Yeah, same thing in the world wrong with that axle. It's that diff. Still popping.
That diff popping, is that what that was?
It's ratcheting. I broke it like 2 years ago, and I have been throwing parts at that damn thing ever since. And it's still, when it gets in a bind, it just starts ratchets and stops pulling.
Huh.
It's like a locker in there?
Yeah.
Like ratchet locker?
Yeah. Well,
It's
it's got a plate. Has it got that plate in it?
yeah, it's got the armature plate, and it's got the
Did you
sprog, and
replace that armature plate?
the entire inside of that diff is Sandcraft.
Huh.
All of it.
I'll be.
That is, the damn front diff's still popping.
I heard it popping. I was
Yeah.
like, oh no.
I know.
It won't be quiet anymore now.
The 16 we go?
Yeah.
I need a sip of some soda right quick, and I'll be ready.
I say if it's dry, you was gonna up it.
Yeah, if it was dry.
You gonna up it.
If it was dry.
It's very wet.
Yeah, I mean, it's just short of having water running down it.
Yeah.
Well, that's going to wrap up part 2. Not quite as exciting or triumphant as I was hoping for, and probably not what you were expecting either, but, you know, it's just how the cookie crumbles sometimes. You can't win them all. I will say, just as a little bit of a teaser, as much trouble as that diff gives me over the rest of this adventure, it does have its moment to shine at a very, very important part of the day, and I'm not going to spoil any more of it, but you'll get to see that pretty soon. So what we're going to do for part 3 is make our way over to Trail 16 and maybe see what goes on over there. But anyway, we'll catch you then. Part 3 should be, we'll say noonish on Friday, but depending on upload speeds, it could be mid-afternoon. We'll see. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.